It's gonna be my little Q&A video. So, I had to write out all the questions, and I had better actually go get them if I want to get them answered. So, give me a second. Well, that was awkward. So, I'm gonna count. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if my cat disrupts anything, either, because, well, what can I say? Let's get started! Okay, so first of all, I think you changed your name back, but maybe it's See Rachel Play now. I can't really remember. But at the time, Glittering Girl, Rachel asked me, what was the first Bob Dylan song you heard? You know, I seem to remember hearing Tangled Up in Blue a lot when I was little, mostly because that's my dad's favorite Bob song, and it sounded really familiar once I got more of his albums and, like, heard it. But on my own, I had first read about Bob in a John Lennon biography, and when I first saw him I was like, dang, you know? And so on my dad's computer there was like a Rolling Stone Positively 4th Street, so those two were the first ones I heard and like I knew what I was hearing, you know, so yeah. Colors, Pauline actually did ask me, what color underwear are you, do you have on? Did I look? Pink, thanks very much. I'm gonna butcher this, but is it Sedmicrasky? Krosky? I don't know. Elisa asked me, why is your boyfriend so old? 36, such a Lolita. Okay, I don't have a boyfriend, and for the love of God, he is not 36. But if he was, I guess I would be such a Lolita. What will be your favorite activity you will do with me? Oh dude, for anyone who doesn't know, Elisa is coming here next summer and I think about it like every day. A lot. Too much. I'm so excited. I'm super excited to go record shopping with you. That is gonna be a blast, dude. It's gonna be awesome. But probably the best thing is gonna be having you here. I wonder if my cat is... Shh. Shh. Sorry. Just having you here. Like in the same room as me, where I usually just talk to you behind my little iPod screen or a computer screen or something. Having you here is just gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be kawaii. Jesus Fried Chicken? I didn't know what JFC meant, okay? So Jesus Fried Chicken. It sounds like KFC. Do you dig older men? Yes, yes I do. I kind of usually have. And crackers. Sorry, jeez. No. Okay. Let's say 36-year-olds. I'm sorry, but I just can't believe it. Shut up. The Ballad of Gabby and Ringo. Gabby asked me, how did you meet my husband? You lucky girl. By this, I presume you mean Ringo. And, Ringo. Sounds like I said Ringo. Let's see. I want to say this in as short as possible. As short of a time as possible as I can. Just so I can save time and there's not like a 45-minute video going up because there's quite a lot of questions and I'm gonna ramble. So I'm gonna tell you a very short version of the story. So if you've already read it, you know that I was just sitting in my seat, I was first in whatever, and then I heard them talking about the meet and greet, blah blah blah, and then I just kind of got sent away from staring at the tent, like they hadn't started it yet. But they just like sent me in the direction of the line, so I got in it. And, like, the people that were already in line had VIP passes, and my ticket happened to be the very same color as those passes, so I'm guessing they probably saw the tip of my ticket and assumed it was a pass. Or something like that. And then they just kind of walked us on in to the tent, and as I'm standing there, I was like, dude, I was fucking shaking, and like, I wanted to scream and cry as loud as I possibly could, because because I knew that just like I was seconds away from seeing someone that I'd stared at for the last 3 years and idolized and just, oh god. And sorry, I get emotional. Oh, fuck me. So yeah, I was kind of actually clinging onto the girl in front of me. We were both having emotional breakdowns. And then Ringo walks in. And he's so small and old and cute. And I'm just like, you know, going, oh my god, that's Ringo. That's Ringo. And then eventually, like, as the line goes on, right? And, and it was, felt like it was taking forever. And then it was my turn. And I just kind of stood there. Just kind of stared at him. That's Ringo, right there. And I couldn't just drop my stuff, and I walked on forward, and he was like, oh, come here, and, sorry, and then he just started talking, he like grabbed my necklace, this one, and goes, hey, looks like you got some cool peace and love jewelry, and he picks up my t-shirt. I was wearing a Beatles shirt at the time. And he goes, and look who's on your t-shirt, yeah! And then I couldn't think of anything else to say. Wasn't prepared for it at all, just kind of walked in. And I was like, can I have a hug? And he was like, oh, yes you can. And then I gave him a hug, and he smells good. And I'm very sorry. It's just very unprofessional. Yeah, I gave him a hug, and then they took our picture. Of course, you know, it was like, peace signs, whatever. And then I didn't know what else to say either, so I just went, I love you, and then he went, oh, I love you too, and then I hugged him like 3 times more, and then I had to leave, and on the way out, of course, they were asking for the passes back, and I was like, oh, they just said I could come in, and they're like, oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that they're going to put a lot of more security measures on, but that's a very short, very bullet point story of how I met Ringo. I feel like I'm doing a commercial, but the full story is in my Instagram newsfeed on the actual picture. So, if you want to read like all the little details, that's there. I'm sorry I didn't really go into a lot of detail about it. I wish I could have, but sake of time, you know. Alright, Madison Torres asked me, what's your least favorite Beatle album? I'm gonna say Yellow Submarine, just because I know it's not like an actual album like, you know, Magical Mystery Tour, Let It Be, or Revolver, or whatever, but, I know it's a lot of music in the movie, but, just the album as a whole I'm not really a fan of, because of, like, the music from the movie, and mostly, like, re-released tracks from other albums, like, you know, Nowhere Man, and It's All Too Much. What am I talking about? That's one of the songs on the album. Nowhere Man and, like, you know, All You Need Is Love and all that. And those songs are brilliant, do not get me wrong. But, I do like the songs that were written for that album, like It's All Too Much, Hey Bulldog, but the other ones, are still brilliant. But I do prefer other albums more. Sister Golden Hair, Holland, asked me, how tall are you? I am 5'10". That's right. I'm a giant, and I don't like it up here at all. But, you know, whatever. If I lost weight, I could be a model. That's not my career path, though. Not gonna happen. Just a Killer Queen, Erica asked me, Ahem, why does Eric Clapton have terrible fashion sense, and how will you solve this problem? Oh, and by the way, Freddie is amazing. Yes, Erica, Freddie is amazing. Eric Clapton's fashion taste. How do I put this? It's awful. I don't know if anybody else has seen Eric Clapton these days, or even back in his day. But it looks like whenever he dresses himself, it turns out to be a fucking catastrophe. Because there is a picture of him from a couple years ago, right? With his wife and their daughter just walking around the streets. And they're both dressed sensibly, his wife and his daughter. And you look at him. He's wearing these baggy white pants that are really ugly and these weird shoes and a bright orange t-shirt that is way too long, way too big for him, hanging out of the bottom of this butt ugly green jacket. It's like a... Okay, I'm not gonna go on about Eric and wearing windbreakers all the time because that's just what he does. But yeah, it's pretty shameful. How will I solve this problem? I will meet Eric. Somehow. I hope. We will talk about lots of other things like guitar and writing and stuff like that. And then I will say stuff about, are you looking for a personal style consultant? Because I am open. I am totally open to telling him how to dress because he needs help. I'm usually not a big snitch about how people dress, seeing as I'm not really big on it myself. I just wear t-shirts and jeans all the time. But he needs help. He needs help. Valentina Perla asked me, do you like chicken shit? No, I can't say I do. My mom likes saying it though. On the internet, by the way. My mom does not curse all the time. That's me. Are you the real crack a fool? Yes, I am, mofo. When you get your license, are you going to use the Prindle? And are you going to listen to am or foom? I just used the Prindle today, actually. I kind of use the Prindle every time I drive the car. It's kind of the gear shift. So yeah, now that I drive the car, I think Prindle and I think about you. Yeah, and I'm gonna listen to foom because it's music. What are your opinions on the words boo, damas, and girl? I think they're fabulous. I had a battle with autocorrect, I guess, and I made them up. Hannah Likes Beatles asked me, do you like Tootsie Rolls? I don't. They taste like ass. You know, I had to think about this. This is a good question. I don't actually like Tootsie Rolls. I've eaten them for my whole life, and now you've made me come to terms with the fact that I don't like them. Thank you. Because I will end up eating a lot of them. Like this one time, my mom brought home a giant bag from the store, don't know what she was thinking, and my whole family goes to town on it, right? And like we're all sneaking in there and grabbing a couple for ourselves. And I ate too much at one time, and it gave me the most massive stomach ache. And you know, eating just 2 of those things gives me a massive stomach ache, mostly because I'm somehow allergic to chocolate. But they also taste bad. They make your mouth go all like, you know? And you know what else I don't like? Is those flavored ones. Whose idea was it to make a lemon flavored Tootsie Roll? Because they should be slapped. That's disgusting. Seriously, it's gross. Huh. So, yeah, I can't say that I don't like them because I eat them, but at a price. Emily Harrison asked me, what's your favorite and least favorite thing about yourself? Oh, that's a good one. Favorite thing. I do like my music taste. That is very sexy. And I also like my hair color because it's a nice natural mix of a little bit of blonde, brown, and red. I do like my hair color. I'm never gonna dye it. Least favorite thing. This won't make much sense because it's quite hard to explain, but sometimes I feel that I'm too generous. Granted, being generous is not a bad thing, but sometimes I feel like I buy things for people too much, or I do things for people too much, and I end up regretting it. I can't really explain how this is affecting me, but sometimes I lend people things and never get it back. I buy people stuff or I take them places and it's never reciprocated, at least in the smallest way. And sometimes I feel like sassy, and that doesn't pay off, mostly because my dad is very big on respect. Like, my dad is fabulous, I love him, but sometimes he's just too uptight on respect and being lady, and I'm so far from being ladylike, he just has to deal with it. But sometimes I open my mouth and stuff flies out, and I wish I wasn't like that, and sometimes it's like that with other adults, and I'm just like, sorry. So, yeah, sometimes my mouth is too open, and I'm too generous, and yeah. What can I say?